On October 24th, students, faculty, and staff of Northwest Missouri State University gathered in the Ron Houston Center of Performing Arts to listen to social activist and founder of the Me Too movement, Tarana Burke. Northwest Coordinator for Diversity and Inclusion, Adam Gonzalez, talks about how people view the movement.
People, want to peg it as this movement and this mob of people who are, like rioting and shouting this and that. And, you have the people who say, like Tarana said, the people who say, are we done talking about this? But the thing is that we'll never be done talking about it until those of us who have experienced these things, and others, stop experiencing these things. It's something that happens. And so the Me Too movement is just elevating the voices of victims and survivors so that they can form community, so that they can find healing, and so that they can carry on with their lives.
Burke began warming up the crowd by telling jokes about her life. Then she talked about how the movement started and why. Gonzalez discusses the type of people who were in the crowd.
So what I think was great was you had both survivors and you had people who stood up. There was one person who stood up and asked a question and said, "I'm not a survivor, but I want to help. How can I help?" I think it was a very accessible lecture in that sense, where whether you went there as a survivor and in Tarana's speech you saw yourself and your experience reflected, or if you were maybe you're not a survivor, maybe you know others who are, you wanted to find ways to maybe just be a better ally.